Welcome to an out of the box PNP of the week. Today I am going to have a bit of an overview and playthrough of a preview printed play that I've been given access to. This is Small Time Heroes. Some of the components might change at some point because it's still going through revisions, but it's pretty nice at the moment. I'm really enjoying the games that I've been playing through it. It is a deck builder for 1 to 2 players. And I've already set it out because setting it up is a little bit time consuming, and I might do another video of setup later on. But anyway, in this game you are defending your village against attacking enemies. In this preview print and play I've got the wolf pack, which is being run by the boss, which is the Houndmaster, which I'll get to in the end. In this game, the enemies are attacking. They're attacking in waves. And so you have 3 sets of increasingly more difficult enemies, and you have to take them out one wave at a time. Each of these waves, we've got 9 cards in here, and you then randomly put 3 cards out. When you complete 3 cards, that's wave 1 done. Then you do wave 2, wave 3. The player I'm playing with today is the fighter. The fighter has a special armour ability, and you have a market. And the way this game works is you start with 10 cards. So you have a basic starter deck of cards, which have different abilities that you can play through. At the end of a wave, you get to shop in the market, depending on which wave it is. And then you add those into your deck. So it's an interesting kind of twist on deck building, because you're not building your deck every round as a traditional deck builder. You're only changing your deck at the end of each round. But there's also opportunities to refresh the what's in the market. So if there's a group there that you don't like, you can refresh that potentially before you get to the end of the wave and get something better to slowly increase the power of your set of cards. You have a potion of life. When you get to 0 health, you can use that once to get back up to 10 health. So you've got a bit of a reprieve. But it's probably easier if I just start playing. And then you can see how it all fits together and yeah, have an idea. So I've set it up with, I've got my 3 starting characters, enemies. I'm using I haven't built any health counters, so I've borrowed these from Marvel Champions. You might recognize those. And I've got my first 10 cards. So the first thing I have to do is I get a 1 card for free. So before I start, I get my starter deck, and then I get 1 for free. I really like the helm as part of my armor, so I'm going to take that one because it's got a 0 cost, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So then we refresh, and then we reshuffle. So I'll shuffle my cards, so I'll have 11 in my character deck, and then you draw 5 cards every round. So the first thing you do is you resolve any status effects, which I don't have any because it's the first turn. I remove any block, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got my 5 cards. Then we have this intent deck. So you'll see under each of the 3 enemies, there's some symbols. So each turn, 1 of those will attack me. And the intent deck determines that. So we pull that out, and that's kind of sitting there, and that's going to trigger in the enemy turn. It will trigger one of the enemies and one of the special environment activations, as it were. So you can kind of think about who you want to take out first, so that you can, so if I take out this guy, I know he's probably going to activate. Some of them have got multiple symbols, so you don't know which one's going to activate, and sometimes then they'll activate on a different one, but usually it's fairly predictive. So that adds to the strategy. One thing else I should note is that you might see that these creatures, the enemies, have got abilities. Some of them activate. So this one, when he activates the Mega Wolf, they will attack twice. So attack again. We'll talk about that when it happens. The wolf pup does nothing. This one here, when it arrives, so when it first arrives, you give all minions 1 strength. So I should have done that. So that means I put a token on each of these. And that's a big part of the game, is that particularly when we get to the end boss, he gets pumped up with strength. And when you have strength, it gets added to your attack. So the wolf pup's gone from a 2 attack to a 3. The Amiga wolf's gone from a 1 to a 2. But if it triggers and attacks twice, then that's going to happen twice. So that can be disastrous for your hero. Okay, so we've drawn our intent card, so we know that this one's going to trigger, and the environment is all minions gain 2 block, which is basically defense. So we have to think about that. We then grab our 5 cards, and we get 3 energy to spend. So each of these cards has a set of energy, and we can spend 3 per turn. That's a 0 cost one. So I'm going to, and like a traditional deck builder, at the end of my round, I'm going to be throwing out all my cards. So you don't save any cards, so you might as well spend them if you can. So this one's a 0 cost. So I'm definitely going to do that. So I gain 1 strength for this turn. So that's a temporary one. So I'm going to stick that at the bottom to remind me that it's temporary. So you've got like a status card. Okay, so then I've got 3. So I can either attack, deal 2 damage, and then 2 damage on a different target, which is pretty good. But that's going to cost me 2. Block is like a defense token that's temporary. So that one's gain 2 block and deal 2 damage. If this one attacks me, he's going to attack me for 3, but he's got 5 health. So if I can do 5 damage, he'll be history and I don't have to worry about him, which is what I'll probably do. So if I take those 3, so that's going to give me 3, I'm going to do a parry. So that's 2 block and deal 2 damage. And so I'll stick down there, I'll get a block token. And stick that on there. But because I've got a +1, I get a +1 on all my attacks. So that's going to actually do 3 damage. So this one's going to go down to 2. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one actually. Actually, it's going to do 3 and 3. I might go with all damage. So if I do this one, that's going to cost me another 1, and that's going to be 4 damage. So that one's dead. So he's gone. He's got a death effect. So on this side, there's a little death icon. That means I can reshuffle my market. So I might look at my market as part of his death. I don't actually like my current market, so I'm going to get rid of those, and I get to refresh, which is nice because I've got some couple of 0 ones, which are always good to have in your character deck. So he's dead, and I've still got 1 more energy. So I'm going to do a 3 attack, and I'm going to do it on, I'll do it on the pup, because then he's down to 1. We'll finish him off next round. So then I discard all my cards. If I discard, I then draw another 5 cards. 4, 5. If I run out of cards, I just reshuffle. Traditional deck builder. Okay. So, enemy turn. We then have a look and see if they refresh their block. So we'll talk about that later if it happens. Then we reveal the intent card, and as predicted, that enemy would trigger, but we killed them, so that's good. But then we trigger the environment, so all minions get 2 block, so that's a bit of defense for them. And that's the end of their round. We discard that. And we go back to the hero turn. So the turns are really fast. So again, we remove our status effects because those are all temporary. We then draw an intent card. So this round, it's either going to be a diamond or a square. So we should probably kill this guy off first. And we get 3 energy. Oh, this is good. So I got a head bash. Oh, I don't have a helm. If I had a helmet, that would be really good, but I don't have a helmet yet, which is annoying. Deal 1 damage to all enemies. I could do block. Oh, he's going to attack. He could potentially attack for 4, which would be bad. Oh well, why don't we do... I'm going to attack for 3 damage, and so I'm going to attack this one, so he's down to 4. What else could I do? Can't do that. I might as well do that then. So I'll do 1 damage to all enemies. So, oh, I did that wrong actually. Huh. I forgot about the block. So I'm back to 7. So when I attack that one for 3, block goes first. So then I do my 1 damage to all enemies. So that one will go down to 1, and I'll do 1 damage on the wolf. So that's right. And then I can't do the other side, I might as well just do a 3 block. So I will get 3 block in preparation for taking damage. Then I discard, draw 1, and I have to reshuffle. These are a bit flexible because it's just, I just printed them double-sided and put them into sleeves. But they're good for a preview. 2, 3, 4, so that gives me 5. I don't look at those. And that's the end of round, hero round. So then we look through here, and because the Amiga Wolf has a block, that refreshes. So all their blocks refresh if they've got them. Then we do the intent card, and it is the square. So this guy's gonna, the Amiga Wolf is gonna attack. He will attack for 2, and his activates ability is attack again. So he'll do 2, so that'll knock my 3 down to a 1. And then he'll attack again, so I lose 1, and then I go down to 19. So I take 1 damage. So that was the shield. So I don't mind because I would have lost him at the end of the round, next round anyway. So then we've got a square, so we have to do the environment. All minions gain 1 strength. So they're slowly getting pumped up, which could cause more problems. So next time this one attacks, he'll do 2 attacks at 3, which is going to chew into my... So we'll discard that. And we go back to hero turn. Remove any status, which I don't have. Draw an intent card. So I'm getting a diamond or a circle. I think I have to kill off the wolf pup anyway. And we're away. Oh, now this is great. Okay, so the iron helm. Cost me 2, but you gain 2 block. Start of your turn, I've kind of discussed this with the designer. It makes more sense to have it at the end of your turn, because then it's used for the enemy turn, so that'll get changed later. That's a 0 cost, so I'm going to do that. So that's a gain 1 strength. So he's got 2 life left, and I've only got block cards. Well, that's no fun. I might as well just do that then. So I'm going to use my 3. I'm going to have my iron helm. I'm going to slot that underneath so I know, so I can keep track of that. Iron helm, and I'm going to play a block and get 3 block. So not very offensive. And I'm going to have to reshuffle. So they get discarded. I'll reshuffle. When might I do those? I'll probably, they'd go into the discard file, and they would all go in because I haven't initiated a card draw until the end, in which case they'd all get reshuffled in, which is handy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because of my helm, I get a 2 block, which is going to be handy later because that will last. That lasts for the whole game, all the waves. So that's very useful. Then it's enemy's turn. Refresh doesn't happen. We then do the intent. which is a circle. So the little pup's going to attack for 4. But that's okay because I can take that into my defense. So that's all right. And then circle on here is deal 2 damage. So I'm going to lose that and I lose another damage. Chipping away. The minion with the lowest health gains 2 block. And he's only got 1 health, so he'll get another 2 block. So he's now, that's going to be that much harder to kill or defeat. Hero turn. I lose all my status. And then because that status was only for a single turn, I grab an intent card. So it's either going to be a square or a diamond. Right. Oh, well, here's a good one. So 0 cost. If you have a helm equipped, which I do, deal 3 damage. So I'll play that for free, and I'll just take out 3 of those. So that nullifies that. Gain 2 block and deal 2 damage. Oh, here's a good one. Another 0 cost, plus 1 strength. So when I do a parry now, I can gain 2 block, and I will do 2 damage, plus 1 is 3 damage. I'm going to do it on there because then I can finish off the pup. Has no special features when they die, so they're just discarded. And then for my last, I might as well do, I only got 3 damage or 3 damage, with 3 damage, so that's 1, 2, 3, down to 4. Okay, I should have put those over here because they were that's my discard. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and because of my helm, I'll get 2 more defense. Enemy turn. That one refreshes, so they get their defense back. And we have a triangle, which doesn't exist. The minion with the highest health activates, which is that one, because there's only 1 left. He's going to attack me for 3. So that's 3 off my blocked. And then he'll attack again, because that's his ability. So do another 3. So that's 2, and I go down to 16. End of round. My turn. Clear off. Get an intent card, which shouldn't bother me. And what can we do? What's he got? He's got 5. So I need 5 to kill him. Oh, that'll do it. Okay, so if I do 2, this will do 2 damage and then 2 damage again. So that's going to be 4. And then I do that one, which would do me 7. So that's going to kill off the Omega Wolf. End of wave 1. So he's history, and he's got a death symbol, which would mean someone else another minion takes 1 damage when he dies, but because he was the last one, that's not going to help. Okay, so end of wave, a couple of things happen. Pull out our, so at the end of wave, I get 2 new cards from the shop. So I could do a defend, deal damage equal to your block. Shield wall, only play if all cards in the hands, deal 1 damage. Death blow. Death blow is you've killed someone, defeated someone. I quite like those 0 cost ones. So I'm going to have both. I'm going to grab 1, refresh. And I'll have that one as well. So they go into my discards. That was because I finished wave 1. Now we set up for wave 2. So I like to turn them sideways. Wave 2, we get another 3 beasties. So they get a starting shield if they've got them. That one's got a power, so it happens when he gets attacked. That one only gets it when they activate. We'll do it my dials. So that's 3, 7, And because there's 9 of these and you only get 3 per game, in the wave, there's a lot of variety as well, which I think is great, because anything can happen. There's my pup. Okay, so that's wave 2 set up. I didn't use that, so that gets discarded. I then reshuffle all my cards, so all my hand and discards and everything goes back in, because I've got some new stuff from the store, and I get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we start again. Well, wave 2. So we'll have our intent card. Then we've got 3 to spend. Okay, so if you've got the helm, I do. This is why I love having the iron helm. I do 3 damage, and we know it's going to be a square. I'm going to do that guy actually, because he's only got 3 health, and that'll do 3 damage. If I play that one, he's 3, so he's dead. His ability is hit back. So if you attack him, he attacks you back, so I'm going to lose 4. So I probably should have done some blocking first, but I didn't. So I take the 4 hits. When he dies, I'm pretty sure that symbol is, I get to draw a card. So that's a draw a card symbol. So I get another card in my hand. I don't have any left, so I have to reshuffle my discards. That one doesn't go in it because it's not discarded yet, because it's still in play. Okay, so that one. So I've still got 3 energy. Oh no, this is good. So if I play this one for 1, deal 1 damage to all enemies. So it's gone, and that goes down to 6. Okay, then if I play this one, so that's my 2nd energy, that's 3 damage. Who should I do it to? I think I'll do it to this one. 3 damage. But now I've got 3 cards, and my shield wall can only be played if all cards in hand are shields, which they are. So I play that for free, and I'll get 12 block, which is massive. Okay, and I've still got 1. Oh, this one's a freebie. If the last card played was a shield, which it was, gain 3 block. I don't know where that one came from, so I'll get rid of that. Oh, yes, right, it's the 12th. Okay, and then this one is gain 2 block and deal 2 damage. That's my 3rd card. So I'll have 2 more block, and I'll do 2 damage to this guy. So he's deaded. And I've got my helmet, so I get another 2 block. So I am not taking any damage this round. They all get discarded. No one needs to be reset in the enemy, so we do our intent. It's the diamond. Doesn't trigger, but over here we get all minions gain 2 block. So he gets 2 block. Oh yeah, I should have got 5 cards. 5, which I did. And that's the end of the enemy round. Back to me. I lose all that glorious block, which is a real shame. And get an intent card. And let's see what we can do. So what has he got? 8. That's a 0 cost. I get 1 strength. 8. I'm not going to be able to do it. Oh, maybe I think I do about 7. So that one is 2 damage and then 2 damage again. They're the same, so that's actually going to be 3 and 3. So that's 6, which will knock them down to 2. Oh yeah, that's all right. And then I do this one for my 3rd energy, which is 3 damage, which is 4 damage. He's done. And his death ability is refresh the market. Do I want those? No, I don't think so. I think I'll get rid of those and refresh my market. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's at the end of wave 2. And end of wave 2, we get 2 cards and a potion. So my potion is gain 8 block, which I guess is handy. And I get 2 cards. What should I want? Turtle. Only play if all cards in hand are gain 2 protect. So protect doubles the, well, increases the number of block values you get. Double your strength. Next card, I don't want the Helm of Knowledge because I like my current helm. That's discarded. So I guess I'll do Turtle and double my strength. That could be fun as well. I actually do 1 at a time, 1, because I get something better. Quick thinking, if you have boots, I don't have any boots, so I'll definitely have that one. So they will go into my hand. And I'll give that a bit of a shuffle. And I'm on 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's gone. Here's my deck. We're doing round 3 now. Wave 3. 1, 2, 3. That one gets a 2 shield. Activate power. So if they had arrive abilities, they would trigger, but they don't. So we've got none of those. That's a 6 for my alpha wolf. We've got a 10. Ouch. For the omega wolf. And a 5 for the ravenous wolf. But he's got hit back, which is particularly nasty if he gets pumped up. Okay, my turn. We'll reset, we're good to go. Okay, so we're getting intent cards, so it means that guy's probably going to trigger. What we got? He's got 8. I've got some 0 cards, which I really like. There's a defend, only play off all the blocks. Okay, that means I'd have to use those 2 first. 1 damage to all enemies is tempting, but this one's got hit back, so it would hit me for 3, which would be not great. Only played if all cards in your hand are block, gain 2 protect. Oh wow, okay. I'm going to be pumped up this round then, because protect is permanent. I might just have to take it. What have we got? I'm going to chip away at that one actually, so I'll do 3 attack. Yeah, okay, on this one. So he's down to 7. Okay, then I'm going to do a 1 damage to all enemies. So let's go to 1, which is pointless. And he goes down to 1. He's going down to 4. But he'll hit back for 3, which might not have been a great idea, but we'll worry about that later. We're now on 9. Okay, so now I've only got shields in my hand. So I can play that and get 12 block, which is massive. And then I've still only got shields in my hand, so I can play that and gain 2 protect, which is permanent, so I get +2 on any block allocation. If the last card was played was a shield, which it was, I gain 3 block, with that gives me another 5. Then this gives me 2, +2 gives me another 4. So I am turning into a monster defender. End of round, that will refresh. And the intent card, it will trigger this one. And when he triggers, he'll attack for 4, which is just going to bounce off my massive shield. Give all minions 2 strength. Ouch. So they're pumping up. And then we do the environment. All minions with the highest health activates. Highest health is 6, 6 and thing. And then I think it goes left to right. So this one would activate. And oh, so he's going to attack again. So he'll attack twice for 5. So bang, bang. But fortunately, I was well protected. End of them. So that's good. Oh, I forgot to take my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. End of their round. Now it's my round. I lose all my glorious block, but I get to keep my protect. So we get an intent card. So, but I want to kill him off. He's only got 4, so that should be easy. Those are my discards. Okay, so I've got 0 cost, which is good. But he's got 4, means he's going to hit me twice. So he's going to hit me for 5 as well. Double my strength isn't going to help. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We will do a parry, gain 2 block, but because I've got 2 protect, I get 4. And then do the 2 damage to the wolf. So he'll take 2 damage. And he'll attack me back for 5. So I'll take 1 of those. Okay. Then I will pay another 1, which will gain me 3 block, but I get +2, so I get 5 block. And then I'll use my helmet bash to do 3 damage, because it's a freebie, because I've got a helmet. That means he'll do 5, which gets blocked, but he's dead. And I can refresh, but yeah, I'm not going to worry about that, because I'm going to be able to do that anyway at the end of the round. So he's dead, and we've still got 1 more energy, so I'll do 3 damage, and I'll do 3 damage to this one, with the view of killing him off next time. Okay, draw my 5. I've only got 4, so I get to reshuffle. Okay, so I get 4, there's 5. They refresh, which they don't. We'll do our intent, which is the square, which I killed, which is good. All minions gain 1 strength. So that's fine. At the end of that, my turn, we get a new intent. But we're going to kill that one off anyway. So, double your strength, which I can't really do. How many's that got? 3. Why don't we just do that then? Do 3 damage, which will do 3 on this one, which will kill this one off. When he dies, he does 2 damage to someone else, which we will do to this one, which is very handy. That one's only got 6 left, and I've used 1. Oh, I should have done that actually. Gain 1 strength before end of turn, so that gives me that. Okay, and then I can do my last 2 energy, double hit. So I'll do 2 damage, plus 1 is 3, plus another 2 damage, plus 1 is 6. There's dead. And when he dies, I gain 3 life. Excellent. So that is round 3 done. So round 3, I get my rewards. So I don't want any of those. So I'm going to clear that and have another 4. Oh, short sword. I've never tried that. Oh, tower shield. Oh, No, I think I like that. Then plate deals 1-2 damage to the attacking enemy anytime block is removed. I like that as well. Let's armor up. Okay, they're going to go, and now we get to the boss because we've finished our 3 waves. We flip over and we're going up against the Houndmaster. They have their own card. They have 30 health. And when they're to 0, we win the game. But the Houndmaster isn't alone. We also get 3 enemies from the wave 1. But he also has the ability to spawn enemies. So he can be quite nasty. Okay, but we're quite lucky. We've got some pups. So this should be short and sweet, hopefully. Finding games last about 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I'm not sure what I'm on now, but I am talking a bit. But it is good fun. Okay, so that gets discarded. Everything's the same. So, you know, we've redone. We've got some new cards now. Keep my helm, I keep my protect. Pretty sure I keep my protect. Just a second, I'm going to check the rules because it'd be funny if I've done protect wrong. Protect is persistent. Okay. So that's really good combination with my helm because I'll get 4 every end of round, which I'm going to need. Oops, done those around the wrong way. Okay, here we go. And I haven't used my potion of life yet, so that's handy. If I use my potion of life, I get back up to 10 points. But as you can see, sometimes the enemies can get pumped up with strength. And once I had the Houndmaster doing 16 per round, which was a little bit exciting. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're good to go. So hero turn, we get an intent card, so we know it's either that one or that one. That one on death deals 1 damage. Not too bothered, but I get a potion. I think we should take out one of the pups. Oh, I don't have anything too exciting. What's he got? He's got 4. I like to have a bit of block. So I'm going to play the parry. I'm going to get 2 block with my protect, give me 4 block. And then I'll do 2 damage. So he's down to 2. And then I'm going to do... Might as well do a double hit. Cost me 2, but I get to do 2 damage, which will kill off him. And I'm going to do 2 other damage to... You don't have to take the minions, you can go straight for the Houndmaster. Who's going to trigger? This one might trigger, but I can't stop that. I'm going to take 2 off the Houndmaster, just to get him on his way. Okay, we'll discard those. It's the end of my round, so I'm going to get rid of those, make some space. I'm going to get 4 defense from my helmet. I get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking forward to putting more armor on, actually. They refresh. They've got nothing to refresh. They're going to attack for a diamond, which is this one. And she's going to do 4. So that's 4 of my block gone. Diamond on the Houndmaster is gains 1 strength. Oh, gains 1 strength. Okay, I can live with that. But he also gains 8 block. Ouch. So I have to chip away at that. Right, my go. Get a new intent card. Okay, what do we got? Oh, here we go, short sword. Definitely having that. Oh, and plate. easy choices here. So short sword is my offhand. And so I'm going to gain 1 strength while it's equipped. So there we go, that's permanent. Well, as long as I've got it equipped. Then I have got the thorn plate, which is going to cost me 2 damage to the attacking enemy anytime block is removed. That's pretty cool. I'll stick that down there just so I can keep it under control. And I've got 1 left. Oh, was that a defense card? No, it's a item card. 3 block. Only played if all cards in hand are block, which they are. I'll gain 2 protect. I've already got 2 protect. I don't want to do that because I think that'd be weird. So I've got 1. I'm going to gain 3 block. And that gives me 5. Did I clear them off? I can't remember if I cleared them off. I don't think I cleared them off. So those would have gone, but I'm going to get 4 back anyway from my helm. Didn't do any attacking, but I'm in a good position for next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they refresh, which they don't. Then they're going to do a square, which is the pup. It's going to attack for 2. So I lose 2. Then I'll do 2 damage because block removed from my thorn plate, which is great. Then a square is this one, deal 5 damage, gain 5 block. So I'll lose 5, but they're going to take 2 damage for that, which will come from their block, which is handy. Or 5, it'll be actually a 6. And yep, that's good. And they also gain 5 block. So then they're building up for a long game. End of that. My turn. I'll get rid of that, but I get to keep my strength because it's my short sword. I get a intent, which I'm not too bothered about. Let's see what we can do. Gain 1 strength at the end of turn. Definitely have that. If you have the helm, deal 3 damage. So we'll definitely do that, which will kill off that one. And then I haven't spent any yet, so I'll spend that one. Deal 1 damage to all enemies. And I can't play that one because can't play it on yourself, but I'll play this one, which is deal 3 damage. Oh, that one actually, 1 damage would have been 3 because I've got pumped up. So they'll lose another 2 there, another 2 there. I have to keep on remembering that. Then I'll do 3 damage to that one, which is 3, makes it 5. You're dead. And I get a potion. Potion of luck. When heroes is reduced to 0, it's reduced to 1 instead. So that's handy. And you're toasted. So it's just me and the Houndmaster. Okay, I'll get 1 card. I'm very lucky with the protect actually, because I would generate another 4 block from that. So that was that's a really good card to get equipped. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Houndmaster, nothing to refresh. Flip it over, it doesn't trigger, but 0 is they gain 1 strength, which is slowly. My turn. Intent. Right. Let's do what damage we can do. Okay. We would have lost those at the end of the round. Okay, so we can do 3 damage, which will be 4. So that goes down to a 1. Then we can do another 3 damage, which will be a 4. So they're gone. And then we can do another 3 damage, which is 4. So then you're down to 24. Next thing to do with that, I'm gonna have to, I'll discard those and they get reshuffled in. So when at the end of the discard, I would do my reshuffle. I'm going to gain 4 block from my iron helm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's got nothing to renew, and he will do 5 damage and gain 5 block. But he's got that, so he does 7 damage. So he's going to take out 4 of those, and I have 3 get through. My Plate of Thorns will do them 2 back. And he also gains 5 block. Okay. Well, now this one gets nasty, because this has got, we've not seen this before, these are the lines. So it's either going to do 1 damage 4 times. So he would do 3 4 times. So it'd be 12, because he's pumped. Or if I get the side one, it draws a level 3 minion, which then activates. So, yeah, it's going to get messy very fast. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. If we've got the helm, do 3, which I will. So they'll knock that down to 2. Probably should have doubled my strength. I guess I could still do that. No, I think I'm going to do other things, more fun stuff. I'm going to do a double hit. So 2 damage would be 3, and then 3 again. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. It's down to 18. And then I'm going to do 3 damage for my last one, which will do 4 damage. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 14. And then I get 4 for my helm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me see how bad this next one is. He's got nothing to reset, and he gets a 1 damage 4 times. Okay, so he's going to do 3, which will take that down to a 2. And then he's going to take 2 hits. He's going to kill himself, which is pretty funny. Okay, so that was 1. Then he's going to do another 3. And then he'll take 2 hits. And then he'll do another 3. So I'll get 1. And he'll take another 2. And then he's going to do another 3. And I'm down to 3 hit points. So I'm on 3, he's on 8. And then, oh, now he's going to get a minion. Right. Let's see what I can do. 8, I can probably kill him this round if I put my mind to it. Block, gain 1 strength to the end of turn. That'll help. So I'm on 2 strength. All block cards. Gain 2 block, deal 2 damage. So it's 4 damage. And I gain 2 block, which is 4 block. I think he's going to kill himself when he attacks me anyway, so I'm not too stressed. The last card was a shield, gain 3 block, which is going to be 5, which is important because I'm only on 3 health. And I've only spent 1, so I can spend both of these and gain another 8 block. So yeah, I'm putting up the defences. That'll get thrown out. 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I get to reshuffle. I think he's going to kill himself on my Dawn plate, which is acceptable. Okay, That's 2 of those, so I'm good to go. His turn he resets. We flip this over. He's going to draw level 3 Spirit Wolf. That's got a 7. And it's going to activate. And it activates, it's going to attack me for 6. So that means I'm going to lose 6 of those. And it's going to take 2 damage from my thorns. And he's not going to attack me. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to do it myself. Okay, so that's the end of that. Oh, it's got to... We know what that's going to be. That's 1 damage 4 times. So that's going to be monstrous. Those will all go. But hopefully this is the last turn. What is he on? He's only on 3. I can do 4. And why not do some overkill? You know, I played 2 of those, 2 attacks. They're 4 each, 8. He's dead. Oh, there we go. I was on 3 health. I still had my potion of life, which would have got me back up to 10. But he was going to be doing a 1 damage 4 times. He was unlucky to get more pumped up. You know, this one, if I'd killed this one, it would have given him 1 strength, all minions, but we don't have any minions. Anyway, there's a complete playthrough of the fighter character, small time heroes. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And hey, I've also got another deck. Where is that? Okay, so I've also got the Rogue, which is quite a different playable game. It's a bit more complex, but there's a whole lot of fun things you can do. You can do flurries with weapons. You've got conceal. You can hide under smoke bombs. If you want to see that, like this video. If I get 10 likes, I'll do another video with the Rogue. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.